What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we are back taking a look at an Abzan list that happens to play enchantments, but not at all really like what we did before. This time we're taking a look at a new card, Spirit Sister's Call. And the reason is that we really want to see how far we can push this, how weird a deck can be. Does it have elements of old stuff or new stuff, or can this help you win long games or short games? I have no idea, but you know what? We're going to find out in today's video. So let's go dive in. As always, y'all know the drill. Check out shop.ultrapro.com/PowrDragn because now you can go there to my affiliated page. And if you shop at Ultra Pro, use promo code PowrDragn. That'll get you 5% off, and that gets me a small kickback. So we both win if you do that. So thank you so much for shopping over at Ultra Pro. Okay, so going down this list, I decided we want some of the same early cards you see in some of these other enchantments lists. Mostly because Spirited Companion does get us a card and helps us dive deeper to find what we're looking for. So we're definitely going to play 4 of those. Kami of Transience makes the cut mostly because of its returnability, right? We have enough enchantments that will go to the graveyard for various reasons. So there's a good chance that this is going to come back to our hand multiple times throughout the game. Reclusive Taxidermist. This is kind of an odd choice, however, I wanted to smooth out our mana a bit. And we are going to be putting several things in the graveyard, so there is a chance this is going to get to be a 4/4 at some point. So I figured, why not? Let's give it a go and see what's up. We're playing a couple copies of Shigeki, Jukai Visionary, and this card is here just because it does have some late game implications where we can, during the end of our opponent's turn, maybe return 2 or 3 things to our hand and try to turn the game upside down at that point, or even just returning it, bouncing it, getting a land, getting triggers on a Kami of Transience, stuff like that is actually still worth doing with this. So we'll see how important it is or if we want to have something else in its spot later. We're trying a couple copies of Teachings of Kirin. This is because this card actually puts things into a graveyard for us and does actually produce blockers, which is pretty nice because that was one of the concerns when I was putting this together is can we live to the later stages to be able to cast those cards we really want. Then you get to put counters on things, and then of course it comes back as a 1/1, which does let us remove things from graveyards, which is kind of nice, and it can die, but we don't really mind that it dies in this deck, silly as that is. 4 Jukai Naturalists, because it can just make some of our cards be cheaper, right? We do have a fair amount of enchantments. Getting to play 2 or 3 things in a turn's kind of nice, so we're going to roll with that and see what's up. We do actually have 1 copy of Tatsunari Toad Rider. Anytime you play an enchantment, this produces a 3/3 Toad. The Toad text is whenever you cast an enchantment spell, each opponent loses a life, you gain a life. So this is a way you can drain your opponent with that Toad just being out while we're just constantly drawing and playing enchantments. Now, how likely is that? I don't know, but I figured it was worth playing 1, because if nothing else, you at least get, 6 power worth of creatures if nothing else happens as far as draining them. We have an old Rutstein. We got 2 of them. This is just kind of a catch-all card. It'll put some things in the graveyard, possibly gets us a blocker, possibly gets us some mana, but all parts of the things that Rutstein does for this deck, we actually enjoy all of them. There's not one that we're going to be upset about. We do play 4 Binding of the Old Gods. This is because of things in the deck that can let us search these out, things that can let us replay them from the graveyard. We want to be able to get as much use of these as we can, and this is going to kind of be our ticket to how we can beat the long game like Orzhov control decks, right? Where you need to get rid of maybe a Lolth or a Sorin, or maybe even, they have a flipped Edgar, that's making the 1/1s, like it lets you kill that as well. So there's a few things Binding of the Old Gods is going to do for us. Now the next card, we only play 1 copy because it is 4 white mana and can be a little bit difficult to cast at times. But for Invoke Justice, I figured it was worth gambling on one of these since we are playing a couple copies of the Taxidermist. We do have things like Old Rutstein that can produce treasure, so maybe we'll see how hard it is to cast. But most of our other stuff, if we get 1 or 2 of the right color, is fine, so we can just start putting our pathways of white on the white side, and we'll just see what happens. We are playing 1 Junji, the Midnight Sky, because this card's actually pretty sweet. It does let us return several of our creatures that are relevant. We don't have like many outstanding creatures, but the ones we can get are still pretty good. Speaking of Spirit Sister's Call, we're playing 3 copies. Wasn't worth playing a 4th because realistically, once you get 1, that's kind of all you need. you can do some trickery things with 2, but does get kind of convoluted, and you quickly start eating up your graveyard. We're playing 2 copies of Burning Rune Demon. Also, by the way, a great card to get back with Junji and just get a whole bunch of extra value. Now, what we like about Burning Rune Demon is, depending on where you're at and what stage of the game, you can go get like a Binding of the Old God and a Spirit Sisters Call. Or maybe you get a Spirit Sisters and an Invoke Justice, right? So your opponent knows that you're going to get something out of the yard, whatever you want, either way. So they might just give you the Spirit Sisters Call and, whatever. So there's a few different combinations of things you can get with this that actually makes it pretty threatening. Other than the fact that it is a 6/6 flyer already, which is pretty damn good. And then we're playing 3 Greater Tanuki because this has a lot of random value. Just being a 6/5 Trampler is great. It does help us find mana that we may be missing, so that's also really good. And the reality is, it's an enchantment and a creature, which we also like. So with Spirit Sisters Call, if you need to get back an enchantment, you can sack this. If you need to get back a creature, you can sack this. So does a lot of work in this deck for sure. Not a card I normally am big and fond of, but big on and fond of. But it actually really works really well in here. And then our last creatures, we're playing 1 Toxtrol the Corrosive, mostly because we have some Reanimator type effects. So if we can get this into play and it lives more than 2 turns, you usually start getting enough value that you can pull away with the game a little bit. Lands, we're playing 1 Plains, 1 Swamp, 1 Takanuma, I don't know why I couldn't say that, 1 Beseiju, 2 Forest, 4 Bright Climb Pathway, 1 Shattered Sanctum, 4 Darkbore Pathway, 1 Deathcap Glade, 1 Woodland Chasm, mostly because we can go fetch this out with Binding of the Old Gods to kind of smooth our mana. Same thing here with the Arctic Tree Line. Then we're playing 4 Branch Off Pathway and 2 Overgrown Farmland. So yeah, it's a lot of 1s and 4s and 2s. It's a weird looking mana base, but it allows us to cast everything we need to. But as always, we're going to play the games. I ask that if you please, watch as long as you can. Try to get to the back end of the video because that helps me out a lot. The longer y'all watch, the watch time goes up, and that makes them recommend it to more people. But if you get to the end, we're going to talk about what we would change about the list, other cards we would add, what directions we can go, and we might just have a card spotlight for you so you learn a little something. Okay, we will keep it. Man, what are the odds this Jukai Naturalist is going to live? I'm putting it very, very low. But it's like, we kind of got to try, because if it does, that's really awesome. But I don't think it will. Man, getting these 2 in our opener is not good either. That is not where we want to be. Let me tell you. Let's start with this. Hey, thanks for that sub there, Sean. Much appreciated. I mean, might as well. No attacks. I mean, worst case scenario, we use this and go get another land to set up a Spirit Sisters Call, I guess. And I don't even know if that deck has a way to get rid of it. That's the other thing. Oh, it puts it on the battlefield tapped. Of course it does. That would be dumb if it didn't. Yeah, alright. We'll just use this. We'll go put a Plains? Yeah. Since you already have this. And then we'll just pass. Alright, now the good news is we can start swapping Spirit Sisters Calls. I mean, like, companions for Tanukis and stuff like that. So we'll see. And we're 1 away from just straight up playing the demon, so that's kind of cool. Alright, opponent's just going digging. Alright, well they are now at mana for Blood on the Snow. But they don't seem to care. So then the question becomes, do they even have Blood on the Snow? Because I don't know that they do. And I'm kind of wondering if we play this. I don't know what I want to do here. Alright, we're gonna go with Junji, though I think Junji's just gonna die, but I feel like I gotta try anyway. No attacks. So I feel like worst case scenario, Junji could get the Tanuki back. We could do this after the fact, even with the Naturalist dying. Ooh, there's a Tybalt. Well, that's not what we wanted to see. Yep, Junji dead, and the opponent now can play it. Ugh, that's awful for us on so many levels. Well, what are we looking to do? Alright. Guess we gotta try. We'll swap that. And then I guess we can still go search for a land, so we could tox roll. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's not great, but it's a thing we can do, I guess. This is not good. Yep, you have a Kami. Kind of surprised they didn't just play the Junji. I wonder what's up. Like, what are they plotting that that's what they are waiting to play? Alright. We'll go get a land. Well, we will go get exactly that. We don't really have choices, do we? Okay. And that does a thing. We have a Naturalist, a Rudstein. Alright, we have some choices in the yard now. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. We can go get 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 3 for this, though, no matter what we do. And while Tox Roll is neat, it doesn't really get us anywhere.
I won't forget your transgression.
And then we can, I guess, just attack with the Tanuki. 2, 3, 4, take their whole board to kill it. I mean, I guess that's fine. It's one of those weird ones, like, how much do we care? Like, exactly. They're blocking with everything. We only get to kill 2 of them, though, so. Might as well do this and this. So we get a chance at getting a Kamiya Transients back. Actually, we'll get it back anyway. Because our Tanuki is an enchantment that died. So that actually works out perfectly. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, then we will play this. Actually, we can just use it to get things back from our yard. We can get 2 things. I'm just trying to decide if it's even worth it. But if we do this, we could sacrifice this to get back. Well, I'd only be able to get back a Jukai Naturalist. Though we could get back a Spirit. Man, there's so many choices here. And I don't even know what's right. That's what's crazier. Okay, so let's say I return Rudstein and this. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, X equals 1. Oh, I can only get 1 thing. Alright, that's fine. Let's just get the Naturalist. And then we'll get back. We'll get a Rudstein. No. I guess we just get a card? Well, that wasn't that helpful. Alright. Looks like we're just going to be blowing up the board, I assume. I mean, we'll see. I assume that's what's going to happen here anyway, but we really don't have much we can do about it. Yeah, Shadow's Verdict's fine. All right. Moving into the next phase of things. We're going to go with Demon. Take action. We will get 2 Spirit Sisters Call. Doesn't really do anything. So let's get... do we want a Teachings? I'm trying to decide what we want here. I guess we could rotate through another Tanuki. And... probably a... Actually, what's in our graveyard now? That's a good question. Oh, just the binding, huh? Then I guess we go ahead and take this. It either ends up in play or in our yard or whatever, one way or the other. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and play this. We can... Nah, we'll just pass on this one. Submit 0. Wait, do I have to choose? I may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type with the chosen. If I do, then I return it. All right. Sure. Decline. All right. So you still have to choose. You just don't have to pick something to sacrifice. Good to know. That actually makes a world of difference. All right. There's a blood on the snow. Makes sense. Get a thing back. We will take the action. Because they don't have anything to get because they screwed themselves. So we're going to do this. And this. A land short, so we're just going to play this. And we'll put this on white. And then we can get the demon back by getting rid of the spirit. Or, yeah. Alright, in the turn. We will get a demon. Scrap that. Take the action. We will get... do I want to take Invoke Justice? Let's get a Rudstein, because that's some long-term value. And let's go ahead and get another Kami of Transience. Okay, do I want to do anything else here? Nope, we'll just pass. Sure. Seems reasonable. I didn't want those, no way. Actually, I kind of did, but, you know. Mill 3. We will attack. Do we have anything else good in the yard? We do have the Rutstein in there. End of turn. We will get the Rutstein. We will sack this little token. All right. Well, sure.
I'm hungry. Won't you? My will cannot be
Okay.
denied.
I was thinking I was going to do something else, but no, not really. That's cute. Put a +1/+1 on this creature. And then we will play this. Draw a card. And probably just attack all out at the opponent. Because that makes the most sense. Because end of turn, we can kill Loth anyway, so we're not worried about that. All right. It's not really in our interest to do anything else here,
Do what I
unfortunately.
demand. Subservience will be rewarded.
Alright, we'll grab one of these. Sack this little doggo.
I am merely delayed, not defeated.
Alright. Another blood on the snow, sure. Seems good.
Ah, you reek with terror.
This is why we held on to this tox roll this whole time. So hopefully we get rewarded for this. But we get another demon. That's actually not a bad card here. I don't hate that. But don't think it's really what we're going for. I think we're just going to play this. Move to our instep. We are going to get back a binding. And get us some little slugs.
Aren't I gem? Aren't I the
We will get rid of this one. Because we might as well keep creatures in play. Get rid of that.
Oh, you'll fall into my web again.
And end. I mean, they could play a land and meat hook for 7, I guess. I mean, that's a thing. All right, Soren, sure. You got it, dude.
I am vengeance, bloody and righteous.
All right, that does get them some more life.
You fight for me now.
All right. What do we want to do here? I could put this in the yard and plan to get it back, but I think we just wait. Nothing else to get. So let's cycle this. That's a treasure, so let's just do this. What does that do for us? Gets a Kami and a Spirited Companion? This actually says non-legendary cards. That being said, we still don't have much. So if we wanted to spend 2, 4, 6, we'd still have enough to play both of those? And let's see. When it attacks, we get to choose. Let's put a +1/+1 on something. All right. Let's just send all these over here. Actually, we don't even need to do that. Let's send this at you. Those over there. And we'll just put a +1 on. I guess we get rid of this. And I'm just doing that so it's harder for them to get a meat hook and do anything productive.
Balance may never be restored now.
All right. We can do this during their end step, so I guess no need to be in a hurry. We'll just end here. We'll get rid of a slug and get a Spirited Companion back, because that at least gets us a card. And pass. All right. What do you want to do, opponent? All right. We knew there was a meat hook in sight. We can sack one of these. So we'll do that. We'll draw. Doesn't particularly help us. I guess I'll try to return some cards here then. Sure. Second enchantment. This thing. X is going to be 1, 2, 3. And we'll get back 1, 2. Might as well just get this, right? Already have enough white? Yeah, let's grab that. And that'll work. How many cards do I have? I only have 17 cards. Still taking the action, though. We'll get... I guess either way. We'll take this and this. Having access to another binding means that their Junji doesn't do too much damage to us. Okay. We have 15 cards. How much can we gamble? I feel like we do it. I don't know why I feel like they already have another meat hook anyway, but 'tis what it is. In the turn. Get a Tox roll. Sack this. Alright. I mean, we're trying. Like, we're just doing what we can. This has been an insanely long game. I am sorry y'all had to sit through this. The opponent's deck literally does nothing but just kill things. I mean, they can get a Sorin back, like Blood on the Snow, get a Sorin back. We do the whole song and dance again. Alright, Shambling Gas. That keeps you alive. Well, sort of. Because all those die, and then we just get a bunch of 1/1s, right? Yeah, I don't think the opponent's aware. Yeah. I mean, you get to put counters on Lolth, but whatever. And you already know we have a binding. Yep. Whew. Whew. Okay, this one's definitely a keeper. Since we can't play anything on 1 anyway, this hand's fine. We'll play a Glade tapped, and then that gives us options on what we want to do on turn 2. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Does this bat do anything if I click it? It does. He gets mad, apparently. Okay. Step 1 is going to be... Man, I don't know. Do we Naturalist first? I think we're going to fall too far behind. I think we needed to be on the play here. Yeah, this is not going to be great for us. Trying to decide what's more worth it. Like, if we... yeah, this is just the wrong hand, unfortunately. We have to hope they don't have an exile thing. If they have a way to get rid of or a way to just get rid of a creature here. If they do, we're dead. If not, we have somewhat of a chance. Alright. Okay. They didn't... Whoa. I was gonna say, if that's Aspirant... You know what? That'd have been a good bluff if the opponent would have attacked with the Aspirant, because I wouldn't have blocked. Because I'd have just been like, why are you attacking with that? Obviously, it's bad for me. That would have been a sicko bluff if the opponent wanted to run it. And I would have given them all the credit in the world, too. That's the funny part. Okay. Now, we need to find another enchantment for next turn that's cheap. So we can pump up more Kami of Transience so we have a chance in this fight. I probably should have attacked there, realistically. Because if they would have blocked... I don't know. They could have saved a creature or something silly. Adeline, you're not our friend. Okay. That doesn't really help our situation here. So what's our next plan of attack? We could return this and replay it to get a 4/4, but that's not spectacular either. So I think the plan here is probably just going to be play 2 of these down. No attacks. Then next turn, we have the ability to return Shigeki, pump 2 of these, and maybe that gets us out of the hole a little bit. If nothing else, I mean, maybe we get lucky and draw one of the other 2 mana things, but we'll see. All right. Big Adeline. Coming in. We'll block this because we get a life for that. Now it's just, do we want to give up one of the Kami of Transients here or not, is the thing. Because I don't think taking 7's the right answer. I think we give up one of these. Because we can always potentially get one back. And this gives us net 2 life. So we're actually okay with this. All right, perfect. That's kind of what we were looking for here. Come on. I was hoping there was a chance it was going to be binding. That would have been spectacular, but it wasn't. All right, so now we could return this, play it for 1, and then we can play this for 1 still. Because we haven't, oh no, yeah, we haven't played a land for the turn. So yeah, we're good. Oh, there's a Toxtrol. Now we just got to get to a Spirit Sister's Call to get Toxtrol back. That's the plan now. I'm going to play this on white, so I have access to more white mana later. Let's go ahead and return this. Oh, there wasn't another. We didn't even get our value out of it. That sucks. Wow. How bad was that? Man, that would have been difficult for that to be worse. All right, no attacks. Now if they attack, we get to block with the thing. They might just attack with their creature land at this point. I mean, you can get 4 damage in. That's real. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, that's just a couple turns, so come get it. This does, as long as they have Adeline, though, it does mean we get to offset some of that damage for a couple turns. All right, Tanuki is a real thing. Let's put a +1 here, because this is helping us gain life, obviously. Yeah, I guess we just do it. Attack. I mean, you can block with Adeline plus Monk. Do we care? They probably have another Adeline, though, now that I'm thinking about it. It's probably not the best thing. We probably need to set this up where they need to block with maximum things, especially since next turn we get to attack with Tanuki as well. I say no attack here. Hey, Mama Boo, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. All right, that's annoying because now they're going to be able to get cards and that gives them something else to block with, and we don't love any of that. Okay, let us draw an enchantment here, a good one. Oh, they just wanted to get a card. I was like, what are you doing that for? All right, we'll block, and actually, we'll block with this. So it dies, and we get that other Kami back. Yep. Oh, excellent. Excellent. We get all the things. This is exactly what we wanted. Yep. Get to save it. Yep. See, that's what I was thinking they had earlier. That's why I was like, maybe we don't do what I wanted to do. So, good call. Good call there. All right. Now we'll see if they play another creature or not. Because next turn, we do have lethal with all the tramplers. So they will have to block. All right, they're doing it just to get a card again. Fair enough. We'll block over here. And we'll block here, I suppose. Sure. I mean, I get that they're trying to get a card, but I'm not even sure what they're hoping to draw, because if they get a sweeper, we're just going to get back 3 Kamis anyway. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. I was going to say, if we even... Oh, we don't have to find an enchantment, because we can just bounce the Shigeki here. Yep, this should do it. I mean, I guess you can have another thing to save an Adeline and all that song and dance, but whatever. Uh-oh. You're gonna do that to get rid of this? Sure. Wait. When did that even get counters? Oh, from other creatures. Got it. Yeah, that's fine. That's not a big deal. All things considered. We're kind of okay with it. We already have all 1, 2, 3. We have plenty of white mana. Sure. Play a land. And, yeah, attack. Keep the 4/4. I mean, I don't know. That's 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I mean, we can keep the 4/4 at home, I guess. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can kill 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if you block that. Leave you with just the initiate. Yeah, all right. Sure. Seems fine. Actually, I don't even have to do that, because once I kill off other creatures, well, it doesn't matter. Oh, they ended up not even blocking. Look at that. Interesting. Okay, well, next turn, our stuff's going to have Death Touch plus Trample, so whatever. I mean, I feel you, opponent. Do what you got to do. Yep. Whew, good comeback. Okay, let's hope our board doesn't get wiped out. I mean, I don't know what else we're going to do with this. I guess we're just all on green and black here, because that's all we have in hand. Thanks for the follow. Okay, well, now I wish I would have put that on white. Oh well, such is life. Uh-oh, is this getting removed? It is getting Portable Hold. Look at that. I have no clue what we're playing against right now, but let's play this. And if they just want to exile all of our duders, they just get to exile all of our duders. Nope, they're not doing that at all. Well, you can take a Tox roll if you want. We're never going to cast it. I mean, we will, but not for a while. This isn't the worst thing for us. I mean, we can come back, but it's going to take a lot of work. All right. I want to put this one on... I guess it doesn't really matter, because we can go search for the other land we would need, right? So let's go ahead and play that. Let's play that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just got to get to 9 for Tox roll anyway. Like, yeah, whatever. We're just going to attack. I'll trade that for your 3-1. It's like, if they want to make that trade, I'm in the business of making that trade. Whatever. Okay. Wait, is this... Comes whenever enchantment spell when it begins if an enchant... It just said if an enchantment was put into our graveyard? Like, I could cycle this and get that back. Like, go search for... Oh, gosh, I didn't even know that was a thing. That's amazing. That's like 9 levels of brilliant. Seriously. I had no idea that was a thing. Holy smokes, that's awesome. That's unreal to know that's a thing. I am mind blown right now. Wow. Wow. I guess we just put the counter on, I don't know. Who's gonna live? Probably nobody. Well, we're definitely gonna play this. 2, 4, 5, 6. We're still a bit away from getting the mana we want. I'm just thinking if we get a Tetsunari down, can we even remotely race enough? But I don't think we can. So let's just do this. We will attack with this, I think. I mean, I don't think they want to trade that. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this. We'll just get rid of that token we don't need anymore. All right. I mean, they might just have another Intrepid Adversary, honestly. And then that makes attacking with the Companion really bad. Because having the Companion to block with alongside the Kami would guarantee I get the Kami back in my hand. Some play 4, some play 3, some play 2. It really just depends on the build. It's not always 4. Alright, Thalia, that's cool. That's not cool. Ugh, that's gonna suck. I don't think we can win now. Because we only have 2 attack steps for this to be over. I mean, that's not totally true. I mean, I guess we could find a binding. And that would make things not suck so much. Well, we didn't find a binding, so it's all irrelevant. We could have, but we didn't. All right, I guess that's all we can do is just play a big Tanuki, and boy, we can't really do anything here, can we? I'm just thinking we sack that. I mean, we can't really get back anything other than the Taxidermist. We'd still be 2 mana away. Yeah, I guess we just can't attack. Ugh, that's gross. Alright, well, let's see what we can do. Oh, they had a Valor stance anyway. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. That sucks. Oh, that hurts a lot. 2, 4, 5. That, well, no, that doesn't work either. I mean, I guess maybe we could get a, well, there's that. Not what I was thinking of. I was just about to say a Junji, which would have been nice. No attacks, though. We're at 8. We kind of have to hold tight here. I guess we just get Tanuki back. Yeah, I guess so. Though, crap. This is actually tough. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, because if we get that land, that's 8 and 1 away from using a Tox roll. But I think we have to get the Tanuki back. I don't really want to, but I feel like we have to, because if they get another adversary, we'd be in a lot of trouble. Because if they get an adversary pump twice, like, we would have been forced to block. We wouldn't have had a choice. All right, well, that's that, I guess. Opponent, you really should be attacking. Okay, well, now we can go get a land. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that'll give us the opportunity to maybe draw one. I mean, this is all we can do. right. Let's see if we get there. Brutal Cathar. All right, fair enough. We're still not dead, though. Oh, actually, we're damn close to dead now. If they split their counters... Okay, I say, if they would have just straight up protected their aspirants, we have no chance. So we can't block, because we have to hope to draw an untapped land. We failed. We're dead. I got nothing. Man. Had so long and couldn't get there. Damn it. But yeah, like that's a thing you see all the time. People, even in paper, it's not just an online thing. I see people do it in paper all the time. If somebody gets stuck on lands, it's like, oh, well, how many lands do you have in the deck? It's like, I give the people credit and assume they have plenty. I'm going for this, but I'm actually expecting the Kamigawa Transient to die. Rarely does it get to survive. Yeah, I'm still not buying into the fact that it's surviving here either. Though, I think I'm just going to play Rutstein here. As silly as that sounds. I have to put this on green, though, if I want to do that. Alright, fair enough. Oh, they don't have an instant speed removal. Dang it, I was hoping to get a treasure there so we could slam this Spirit Sisters Call. When 20 lands was common? Well, that's because people just didn't know any better. Nobody knew how to play Magic back then. Alright, you got all the mana in the world, opponent. Wedding announcement. Okay, that's not so bad for us. Token, you're giving us everything but what we want, Rutstein. You are definitely not cooperating here. Not sure if anybody told you that. But they would be right. Okay, get in there. Opponent's not blocking. Okay, end the turn. What do we got going on here? If we get another white source, we could just get back binding, pump something else, so we can get rid of the wedding announcement and attack big. Oh, you get to destroy our Shigeki. If you really want to. Maybe you don't. They do. Okay, fair enough. But now we can Spirit Sisters Call to do what? Oh, well that's annoying. Okay then. Well, this is what I figured. This is the matchup I don't think we can win, unfortunately. Because I think... what's the best we can do here? Yeah, it's probably just get back binding, pump Rutstein. I mean, if we put 2 on Rutstein, that's a 3, and we can make this a 3. I mean, we're probably going to sacrifice this at some point, so we're probably better off with that. It's just, do we want more damage now or not, is the thing. Might as well take the damage we can get. Whatever. And then the opponent just has to choose what they want to do here. Because they're obviously going to get rid of something to this. And probably kill Rutstein. But I don't know, maybe they want to get rid of the binding. I have no idea. Opponent goes to 8. Interesting. I would not have called that. Rutstein, what are the odds you'll flip something awesome into our graveyard? Maybe a demon? That'd be nice. Nope, looks like he did. Not that we can't get him back, but still. I should probably get rid of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I don't think we want to just yet. Though, if our plan's just to play this next turn anyway. All I'd really be getting is Shigeki, probably. It's not the most exciting thing. I guess we do it anyway, though. Alright, that kind of works out. Go get another black. We can try to play Junji next turn. I don't know if it'll actually live, but, you know, it's a thing. Attack. Alright, we'll play this. And we'll probably just go get Shigeki, I think. Because nothing else really matters here, right? So we can get rid of, get this back. It's extra damage. Alright. Our stuff having Death Touch isn't that big of a deal. And if Shigeki dies and it gets exiled, it's not the end of the world for us. Now, if they have another right, they have to sacrifice something. Well, now they have something to sacrifice. Wedding announcement. Okay. Now what do we do? Don't have anything great in the yard. Well, we get the binding back. What do we do with the binding? We play Kami. I could bounce Shigeki, replay Shigeki. Alright, well, no matter what, we're attacking first. Because Shigeki's not going to die here anyway. Okay, so we're getting rid of as much of the opponent's stuff as we can. And the only reason I would get rid of Shigeki is because it lets us get binding back and we can kill this. Now, this is an annoying card. Don't get me wrong. Like, this sucks because it does let them get things that cost 2 or less back, but there's nothing else in the graveyard right now. So it's not the worst thing, unless they, like, cycle something or whatever effectively. We could play Junji and just try to come over the top, but we know they play a fair amount of exile things, so it's not like the best case scenario. And they're at 5. So I'd probably rather save Junji as a backup plan. Oh, but we can't bounce it because we attacked with it. So I think we're still in the same situation, though. It doesn't change much here for us. Or maybe just go both of them. Let's just do this. Let's just get them both down and see what the hell happens. And we'll get this back. We'll scrap this. Get rid of this so they don't have as many things to sacrifice. If they put something in there that they can get back, fine. Is what it is. Okay, they don't have it. Bad news is, it means their spells are all more active, or they're not permanents. Could I play Junji and sack? Yes, but I would only be able to get back, like, a naturalist. So it's not totally worth it. I could have made them discard, too. But there was really nothing good in either graveyard to get back. Okay, well, that's a thing. Now this is real. We just make them discard. Yeah, exactly. And then we just get a dude back. They're at 2. So this deck did a bit more work than I was expecting. We managed to get some wins against mono black control, I think an Orzhov control deck, like some of the matchups that I thought were going to be very difficult for us, and somehow we managed to get through them. So that was a big thumbs up because I didn't even think it was going to be that resilient. Now, as for cards we would add, there is an argument to be made for something like Wedding Announcement, right? Gets us some blockers, even gives us the opportunity to potentially draw cards, which would help. I think that's probably one of the bigger additions to the list. However, I do also think that possibly playing either the white dragon or especially the green dragon, Kura, out of the new set could actually be very good, because Kura is either going to let us go find more lands, which sometimes we need, or it's just going to make us a big like 6/6 token or whatever. And because of Spirit Sister's Call, there's a lot of times we're going to be able to do that at least twice. So it's worth considering that combination of cards. So if you own some of those and maybe you're missing some of the other rares or mythics in this list, consider swapping it out for those, and I think you'll get similar results. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Taneb the Harvester. Mostly because this is just a big cool dragon. I would totally play it in this type of deck if we were able to. Mostly because it has a really cool reanimator ability for just 3 mana. And it's from any graveyard, I'm pretty sure. So this card's pretty much a boss, and if we wanted more flyers, this would be a perfect fit here. This is a card you don't see a ton of, but man, when it shows up in Commander games, you are not happy to see it, because you know it's going to be bad times coming. The other cool part is, while this card is useful, it's not super expensive, so you can pick these up for about $3 on most of the major websites. So if you're already playing Abzan colors and you're looking for something a little different or some flexibility, this could be the card for you. Now don't forget, if you want today's deck list, like always, it will be down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming page, our Twitch streams, and our Discords. Great place to come by, get help, ask questions, or maybe you just need help with the deck. You can come by and we'll help you out. Also, if you'd be so kind, there's a join button down below. Check that out. For as little as 99 cents, you can support the channel and help keep me around on the YouTubes. But even if you don't want to do that, consider hitting the like button, because that helps a bunch. And then, of course, share it. If you know anybody who's interested or maybe been looking for a way to play some of these cards, let them know there's a video where they can learn. And, of course, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and choose all notifications. And that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.